Hi everyone, this is Miss Hamden, Miss Reddick's intern. I hope you all are doing well. I miss you all. So our counseling lessons for the month of March are about careers and career exploration. So I've made a couple videos for you all so you can learn about the different careers that I was going to come talk to you all about, and I've come up with some activities for you all to be able to do at home to start to explore these different careers. So some of you might be wondering, well, what is a career? I've never heard of that word before. And a career is just a fancy word for a job. And so when you all get older and graduate from school, every single one of you is going to get a job and have a career. And some of you might already know and have an idea of what you want that to be, and some of you don't. And that is okay. That's why we're going to take some time today and in the next video to really start to explore what all is out there, because there are so many different options for all of you. And so we want to take some time over the next couple days to kind of explore those options. So now we're going to talk about a bunch of different types of careers and what they do, and at the end of this video I'm going to give each of you a challenge. And so if I talk about a career that you have never heard of before, I want you guys to make a note of that, because it's going to help you guys with the challenge that I give you at the end of this video. So the first careers that we're going to talk about are ones that you would do if you like helping people feel better, helping them when they're sick, and that would be a nurse or a doctor. And so these are people who give you medicine if you're sick, they help you feel better, and they also just give you checkups and make sure that you are well and that you're healthy. If you were to break a bone or you needed surgery, a career for that would be a surgeon. So these are people who usually work in hospitals and they help fix your broken bones and perform surgery on people. And if you needed help with your teeth, that career is someone who is called a dentist. So when you go to a place where people check your teeth, maybe they clean your teeth, that is called a dentist. So next we're going to talk about different careers that help people stay safe. So the first one is a firefighter, and these are people who put out fires, whether it's in your house or a building or a car. A firefighter is someone who does that. Next is a police officer, and these are people who make sure everyone is following the rules, following the laws, and making sure everyone is safe and feels safe. And then the third one is a forensic scientist, and these are people who use science to investigate different crimes and figure out what really happened. So now I want you guys to think about the building that you're in right now, whether it's your house or another building, or think about our school at Ridge. Someone had to build that, and that would be called a construction worker, is someone who builds buildings in the community. And a building has a lot of different parts to it. To have a building you need electricity, and so that would be an electrician, would be someone who deals with that. They make sure that the lights work, there's your outlets and your plugs work, all of that. And then there's also different things in buildings that are made of wood, and that would be a carpenter, would be someone who would build all of that. So if you think about our school at Ridge, all of your desks that are made out of wood, a carpenter is someone who built those desks. And then there's someone who, before the building even started, designed what the building was going to look like, and that's called an architect. So an architect figures out, what is the building going to look like, how big is it going to be, where are the doors going to be, how many windows, how many rooms. And so if you think about our school at Ridge, there was an architect who designed the exact layout of how everything was going to look. So next I want to talk about a computer programmer and a software designer. So when I came to some of your classrooms, a lot of you talked about how much you like playing video games or playing games on the computer. And if you think about the technology that you have either at your house or the Chromebooks that we have at school, someone had to build those and create those and make sure that those computers are running properly, that they have all the pieces they need, and that they have all of the apps and the softwares that they need to be able to do the really cool, fun things that our computers and our technology can do. So the next one I'm going to talk about is a photographer, and these are people who take pictures for their career, and it could be pictures of people, families, of animals, of nature. And if you think about the different pictures that you see either on billboards or signs when you're driving on the road or in magazines, there is someone who took those pictures and they are called a photographer. And next is a fashion designer, and these are people who design and make clothes. So all of the clothes that you all wear, someone actually designed how it was going to look and figured out what fabric they were going to use, what color it was going to be, and they made those clothes. The next is a chef, and these are people who make food, whether it's for a restaurant or for a group of people or for a family. They are people who make food for their career. And then we have a mail carrier, and this is a career where you are delivering people their mail. So every community has one of these. They have people who deliver their mail to them, and even at Ridge, we have someone who brings us our mail every single day. And then the last one we have is a teacher. And you all know what a teacher does. They teach kids the information that they need to learn. And there's a lot of different types of teachers out there. You could be an elementary school teacher, a middle school or a high school teacher. You could teach college, and you can teach so many different things. So now that we are able to talk about some careers and what they do, I have a challenge for each of you, and it is called the Career Alphabet Challenge. And so what you'll need to do is you'll need to see if you can come up with a career for every letter of the alphabet. So go ahead and get a piece of paper out. If you want to draw a box like this one, you can, or if you just want to have your alphabet going down the side, however you want it to look is okay, but you'll need to come up with a career for every letter of the alphabet. So an example for A might be architect, which is one of the ones we talked about. But we didn't talk about every single career that's out there, so you'll have to think creatively and think outside of the box, especially for some of these harder letters like a Q or an X and a Y and a Z. So go ahead and work on this challenge. You can work with your families and the people in your house. I'll be working on it with you all. And as you start to complete some of the letters, go ahead and comment, and that way we can help each other out and work on it together. All right, bye friends.